Ooh. Okay. Is everything working now? Okay. A few technical difficulties, but we got it. We got there. Hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I may have forgotten to connect my microphone to OBS, so the beginning of this was just nothing. But I figured it out. I figured it out before I got too far into stream. So, you know, I call that a win. But yeah. Today we're gonna be playing some Power Wash Simulator because why not? Cause I thought it sounded fun. And we're gonna sit back, clean some things, and chat. Have some fun little chats. But I've played a little bit of Power Wash Simulator on my own time as well. But we just got a bunch of cars right now. So we're just gonna do the cars. Like, look at my fancy power washer. I got a fancy one now. I don't know what it is about this game, but it just is so addicting. It's like I hate cleaning in real life. You want me to clean my room? No, it's a huge challenge. You want me to clean the house? No, huge challenge. But throw me in front of this silly little cleaning game? I'm all for it. I also love that you can just stand on things. Like, imagine you hire a power washer and they're like, yeah, I'll get the job done for you. And they just start walking on your car. Like, what? What's wrong? Why are you upset? Hello, welcome. I don't know. If somebody just started randomly walking on my car, I'd be like, is this the best way to do it? Also, I don't know things. I am definitely not a professional. I just play this fun little game. But isn't power washing a car actually, like, bad? Doesn't that hurt the paint or something? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would be good. But again, I know nothing. I love the random message popping up of just, hey, dirt. See, that's what I thought. Isn't it at least, like, really, really bad for it? I feel like, I don't know. If you, like... It's true. Standing on top of the car. What are you doing? You said you wanted it clean. I'm the best around. You just gotta trust the process. Is the process good? Probably not. Oh, I forgot that's a thing. There it is. All these games and their different crouching buttons. Can never keep up. Oh, so see, it's just all kinds of bad. So not only am I walking on top of their car, but I'm also destroying the whole car. It's just like, oh, well, don't worry, I'm a professional. Your car's gonna look good as new when it's done. Maybe that's why I like this game. It's not realistic at all. Do we care about what it's doing to the car? No. I do need a different nozzle. Wait, I guess I should... Here we go. Such a professional. I always forget this mode exists. And then I'm just over here like shaking my whole head when all I gotta do is do this. I don't know. Maybe it's also the fact that in this game you get all the satisfying parts of power washing without having to deal with the unsatisfying parts. So I can just sit back and enjoy without having to get soaking wet or deal with a really loud machine or any of that. Hiya. There might be a better nozzle. Probably if I use soap. Yeah, no worries. Probably if I use soap, that would really help make this process go a lot faster. But I don't do things the efficient way. Oh, yay, there we go. I mean, it's getting clean. Maybe not as quickly as it could be, but it is getting clean. Hiya! This game's also just so relaxing. You don't have to think. You don't have to strategize. You don't have to fight to survive. You just clean. There's no running out of money. There's no failing. There's no skill. And as somebody with very little skill, it's very nice. I don't have to be good. I just have to do. And then you get a fun little montage at the end of it all. Which I guess with there being no like repercussions or bad things is why it's not super realistic. You know what? If that's what today's stream is gonna be, maybe it will. Anytime I set up for more of a chatting based stream, I always go in with some ideas of talking points. Most of the time, those ideas don't happen. I end up getting completely distracted and talking about other things. Or just rambling about nothing for a super long time. And it just, I don't know, it's just how it goes. But we're just here, we're vibing. Oh, whoops, there we go. Cleaning the car! The car has been cleaned. At least one part. Hood scope? That's a weird name. Is that really what it's called? I never want to read the text they send. I really just don't care about their lives. I just click on my jobs and go. I'm pretty sure this game has a whole storyline. And it's really funny, because you think I'm gonna read? No, I'm just out here cleaning. I'm zoned out. making sure your car's coming out pristine. People are trying to text me? No, that's not how this works. Also, I do hate Rust in this game. This game's fun. I love it. Hate the Rust. This is unnecessary amount of Rust. I don't want to fight for my life. Again, I could probably use a soap. That's too much work. Okay, I got all that. I also, what's really funny is the plan for stream today was 100% Minecraft. And then I started getting set up and I was like, you know what? No. And completely changed my whole plan. And now look at us. We're playing Power Washer. And we're cleaning things. We're being so efficient. Your ad here. Oh my gosh, guys, I can place ads. You should follow. Or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm so good at... Well, yeah. If you haven't already, I guess that's the key word. If you haven't done those things already. Also, I don't really care. I'm not your mom. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just playing a silly little game. Whee! There we go. Yay, it's clean. Clean and fancy and shiny. I'm such a professional. This whole town wants me to clean their stuff. That's another thing about this game. It doesn't seem like anybody else. No, I said I'm not your mom. Why does nobody else just buy a power washer in this game? That's what surprises me. Ah, there we go. I mean, I guess the whole point... I'm taking out dents with this power washer. That's why I don't have any competition. There's like full-on scratches and dents, and I'm just like, poof, they're gone. That's why I don't have any competition. Because I have a magical power washer, basically. I am a wizard. And I control this town because I have such magical power. I don't know. Who allowed me to just speak? But it really is just taking on, like, taking out full scratches and stuff. Or maybe that's just some really intense rust. Ah. My computer startled me. Why did it make that noise? I don't know. I don't know why technology does half the things it does. If I knew how technology worked, I would be better at streaming. But I'm not here to be good at technology. I'm here to clean a digital car and make it sparkle. Make it look pretty. And be a silly wizard with insane cleaning powers. Door? A door? Why is there a door? Which door? I thought I got all the doors. Oh, this one. Okay, I got it. Now, spoiler. What is that? Is that this thing? That is this thing. I forgot to get underneath. Haha, I did it. Wing mirror. Haha, I've done it. I've completed a whole job. Amazing. Fantastic. You just see me walking on top of the car. Look at that car shine. Also, look at me fly away. My job here is done. Ooh, we get to clean a fire truck now. Who do you think I'm showing it also to potential clients. Now you guys can hire me. See how awesome I do? It's like a commercial. It's like those random commercials you see on TV. That just go by so quick that they're like, look how awesome we are. Buy us now. Boom, gone. And you're like, what just happened? What did I just watch? I must invest. See, that's the true business way. Confusing people so much that they buy your product, or your time, or your service, or whatever. Power washing commercial. Look, I take business classes. I know how business works. You're just there, confuse people, and you're gone. And then they have to learn about your product. And boom, then you have business. It's just like that. Magic. And also be quick. Nobody wants to pay attention to you for a long amount of time. Although, some of the infomercials, even in their long forms, strangely work. Let me just say, some of those... Do you guys remember some of the infomercials from, like, early 2000s? That just, I don't know, somehow just got forever ingrained in your brain? I still don't know what... I don't know what they put in those commercials. But my gosh. They will never leave my brain. Like, who remembers Zoo Pals? Those stupid plates that had animal faces? Carpet commercial? Are you talking about the sliding stuff? The stuff that you could slide around on carpet? That they made those things look so cool. But you could honestly just do the same thing with like hardwood floor and socks. They made those things look like they were gonna be I don't know what you're talking about then, but they made those things look like they were gonna be the next like sport. It was like that was gonna be the next snowboarding, and It never was, but they really tried. They really wanted it. Oh, that got a bunch of things done. Wow. Oh my gosh, and pillow pets! Actually, I still have one of my pillow pets. I got a pillow pet. I do love my pillow pet. Oh, look at all those things getting cleaned. I don't know. I know there was a bunch of those commercials out there that were just they were something. The the Stanley Steamer commercials? Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Why do I know that? See? Why? I've seen it. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. It's just it is one of those things that why do they get so engraved in your brain? Like I don't want a steamer commercial forever in my brain. Oh gosh. I'm kind of sad we've lost infomercials now. They're going away. And it makes sense because TV itself is not as popular. But at the same time, it's kind of sad. Sad to see them go. Do I really care that much? Not really. But there were some good ones. They do. I see them pop up on my YouTube recommended stuff every now and then. I don't know why YouTube thinks that's what it should be recommending me, but it really does. Oh my gosh, and all the stupid Flex Seal commercials. No, that's what we need to talk about. I sawed this boat in half. Why? Why did you do that? We don't need this kind of demonstration for a product. Stinking Flex Seal. Although I always wanted to buy it just to see if it actually worked as well as the commercial said. Like, little me was always very interested in just getting that stuff and playing with it. So I guess the commercials worked. I don't know if it was the way they intended. They got children interested in their little product. Cause like everyone I knew, they wanted to get it just to see if it worked. And just to be able to punch a hole in a bucket and then be able to fix it. Because that's a normal thing every child wants to do. Ooh, new job. Yay! Cool, because I'm gonna go through these cars so quickly. Okay. Whoops! I hit the wrong button. How do I get on top? Let me up. Let me up. Oh, oh. Yep. Nope. Come on. Okay, I'm too small. Nope, that was the wrong button. This should work. Does this work? Hey-ya! Haha, it does work. Police rule, fire drills. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Amazing detail. But yeah, there's one commercial that I don't think anyone's gonna know because I think it was specific to the state I grew up in. But it came on around Christmas time every year. It still does to this day. It comes on like the radio and TV. But it was a commercial with a little jingle for a jewelry store. And I have that stupid jingle memorized word for word forever. It is forever in my brain. And it was the one thing about the holiday season where I actually I was like, okay, I like this. It was a good jingle. And for some reason, it will never leave my brain. It will always be there. And it's really funny because I no longer live in that state. Wait, you found what? But it's really funny because I no longer live in that state. And so most of the people I mention about, whenever I talk about it here, they're like, what? And I'm like, it was like, what? How'd you find it? I didn't even say the name of the place. I don't know if you found the right one. What's the name of the company you found it for? I mean, I know you're potentially that good, but I'm curious if you found the right one. What's the name? Yeah. Yeah, you did. BC Clark. I don't know if it was just Oklahoma, where I grew up, that had it, or if it was a few other states. It's so good. I literally... Okay. BC Clark's anniversary sale. Most sales are after Christmas, but Clark's... that was not clean. Alright, whatever. But Clark's is just before. Most everything is marked way down. Savings you can't ignore. And Oklahoma's oldest jeweler since 1892. So get the gift you know can't fail from BC Clark's anniversary sale. Yeah. It does say Oklahoma's oldest jeweler. So, that makes sense, but yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys now know the state I grew up in. How insane. I mean, nothing's out there. It's the plains. You know, I really, really should start using soap. Let me use soap. Hang on, how do I use soap? Ah, soap. How do I equip soap? What? I don't know how to use soap. I have soap. See, alright, not worth it. Ooh, turbo nozzle. Let's use turbo nozzle. Yeah. see, I'm using something better, so. We're here for a good time, not a quick time. I don't want to be efficient. Dang it, now the BC Clark stuff is stuck in my head. But yeah, that was always my sign. It was holiday season. The first time that would come on. Me and my mom would be like, alright, here we go. It's crunch time. I don't know. It's also funny. Oh, thank you. And hello, welcome in. It's also funny, what will bring back, like, the memories of some of those commercials. Like, I'll completely forget a commercial existed until somebody says something about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like unlocking memories. They just all flood back. I'm like, those do exist. Oh my gosh. There was also... Oh, okay, thank you. I'm very good at this game. Yeah, that thing. Alright, cool. That's where it is. I have some in stock, though. We can all see how often I use cleaning liquids. It's great. Oh, that makes, okay, I get it. We need rust. Stone, wood, plastic. Oh, metal. Here we go. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Alright, let's be professionals, and we're gonna actually use cleaning liquid. Amazing. Perfect. Guys, I'm such a professional. To be fair, the front of this was really bad, and it's probably a good thing I pulled out the cleaning liquid. The sides are also really bad. Even the soap's not helping much. Alright, cool. Now we go back to that. Nice. Got a good chunk of it off. I do like how much detail is put in this game. It's very, very fun. You know, speaking of commercials, what kind of shows do you guys remember? What were you watching whenever those commercials popped up that then got forever ingrained in your brain? See, I watched a lot of Disney as a kid. So, pretty much anything on the Disney Channel. I almost missed that. I also very much enjoyed like Cartoon Network and watching things like Powerpuff Girls, Pinky and the Brain, Looney Tunes. I don't know, those are some of the first of like cartoons that pop to my brain whenever I think of like cartoons I watched as a kid. I was one of those kids that was a weirdo and didn't watch much SpongeBob, and which was really popular at the time, but yeah, I didn't watch much of it. I did see some of it. I know about it, and like I saw a few episodes, but I don't know, for some reason I never watched a lot of it. I think because my mom didn't like it much. There was also there was a lot of shows my mom didn't really like that I ended up not really seeing much of. Like I know Monster High was really big for a bit, and I wasn't allowed to watch that. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite movies as a kid that is forever like my all-time favorite childhood movie is Spirit. Spirit like made my childhood. I loved that movie. I remember my mom literally had to go buy 2 new DVDs because I watched it so much that like I wore out the DVDs. I don't know what it was about that movie that I loved. I don't know. It was very pretty. The music amazing, masterpiece. I don't know, everything about it. I was sucked in. I that was one of my favorites. And then pretty much every Disney movie I've seen at some point and really liked. Except some of those like original um princess movies. So like Sleeping Beauty, um Snow White, which let me just say, that's the same story essentially. Sleeping Beauty and Snow White are way too similar for me to enjoy either of them. Both of them very weird stories, but it's always gotten me that they are so similar. I don't know if anyone else thinks that or if that's just me and I'm just crazy, but that's alright. I'll be crazy on this. I think those two are basically like the same movie. Damn, go. I didn't love those like original princess movies. I watched them. I know of them, but they weren't my favorite. I was also really, really into Hannah Montana. I think that's one of the few things I was really into as a kid. Like I'm talking, I had a Hannah Montana bedspread. Um, I had like a chair. I remember having like the all the songs. I watched the Hannah Montana movie. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people will have that one show, movie, or thing, something like that, that like makes up their whole childhood and becomes their personality for a little bit. That for me, it was Hannah Montana. I I don't know. Disney is still something I'll always fall back on to. I watch the crap out of Disney Plus. But then they make me upset because they make dumb decisions that don't make any sense. Like canceling the Owl House. But they still have some awesome movies and shows. Okay, this fire truck is so rusted. What the heck? We're getting it though. I thought this would be like a really quick job. It'd be one of the easy ones. But no. There are so many cracks and crevices. I want to... It's also really interesting how in this game sometimes it's like, nope, you missed one teeny tiny speck of dirt. This job is not complete. But then other times you'll still have a huge chunk of dirt and it'll be like, it's good enough. You're good. We'll go ahead and complete it for you. I mean, I don't mind, especially like on those really big open areas. Sometimes it really helps. But then I'm sitting here and I'm cleaning a tire for like a good couple of minutes because I'm missing one tiny spot apparently. There we go. And I'm like, what the heck? Make up your mind. Are we forgiving or not? We'll never know. But look how good this place is looking. All thanks to me. And my magical cleaning magic. I guess that's a little redundant. But oh well, that's what it's called now. Magical cleaning magic. I will say this control panel takes a bit to clean, but it's one of my favorite spots to clean. It's like the one you can see the most amount of progress. And I love it. It's all becoming so clean. And the fire station has hired me twice. The police station, they haven't hired me yet. I need to clean every single spot of this town. Yay, there we go. There's so many little spots. I will say, I don't know how people can enjoy cleaning. I mean, do whatever makes you happy, but like my mom, for example, she cleans to de-stress almost. And it's like, how does... I mean, once everything's clean, I feel better. I get that. I get that after, like, ooh, this is nice kind of feeling. But I don't understand how the process of cleaning is enjoyable. I mean, it's just not saying that it's a bad thing, but it's not for me. It's not how my brain works. Wait, what am I missing? Oop, the hose. Alright. Oop, the steps. Oh, I missed the top of these. Whoopsie. I forget that other spots exist. I forget I actually have to pay attention to underneath and the top and bottom of stuff. Got the handle. What the heck? Oh, you're dirty. It's all about perspective. I completely missed that. Did I get the other one? No, I didn't. Alright. There we go. What's the fog lights? Also, which window? Oh, this window. Okay, we got the window. I don't know what fog lights are. Is it you? Is it you? No. Is it you guys? It is you guys. I figured it out. I'm so smart. Look at me. I'm learning. I'm learning what things are. Was there ever... Did you guys ever have items in your life that your family called something that was not their name, but you didn't know that because you were a child and that's just what it was always called? Because let me tell you, my family had a lot of that. Which handle? One that I can tell you for sure that happened was, I don't know if you guys know what, do you guys know what circus cookies are? Those little, like, frosted cookies with, like, little sprinkles on there. They're like dipped in icing, basically. But my family loved those cookies, which is fine. I also enjoyed them. Here's the thing though. They called them crack cookies. Because the joke was, they're so good, it's like there's crack in them. Now see, as a child, I didn't get it. And I thought, that's just the name of the cookies. So silly me, not knowing that, but it wasn't too much of an issue. What handle am I missing? It wasn't too much of an issue until I was at a school event, and there was like one of those snack tables, you know, that just had a bunch of like the packaged snacks. Oh, there we go. And I went up to the snack table and I was like, yeah, can I get a pack of the crack cookies? And the poor volunteer parent that was working that table and had no clue what I was talking about. They were so confused. And I was like, yeah, those cookies over there, the colorful cookies. And they were like, oh, you mean circus cookies, or whatever they're called. I honestly can't even think of like their actual name right now. And I was like, what? That's what they're called? I was so confused. I went home and I was like, Mom, you won't believe it. They changed the name of these. And she's like, no, that's not what happened. And I was like, what? You lied to me? I was very upset. But see, I just thought that was the name of them. No one told me otherwise. I just trusted that my family was just calling the cookies by their names. Nope, they were not. Let me just say, it was also really embarrassing for my mom. So payback, boom. But I don't know if you guys had things that you didn't, like your family called them weird names and you were like, I thought that was just the actual name. I mean, that's the biggest one for me. There wasn't much else. I mean, we had a few, like, recipes that our family, like, gave it, like, just gave it the name. And it's, like, a family recipe, but recipes, I feel like there's always... You always get some of those recipes that are just in the family. That it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's just what they're called. But whenever it's an actual thing that already has a branded actual name, it's very, very fun. And it's also fun just to see the things that have different names for different people. So, like, how some people call, like, soda in general pop or Coke. I usually say soda. That's what I go for. But I know there's a bunch of, like, debate on, oh, which, is it pop or is it Coke or is it soda? I don't really care. I know what most people are saying whenever they describe it like that. Or soft drink. I will have to say, if you normally call it a soft drink, that's a choice. What I don't get about that name is... Why are they called soft drinks? They're not soft. They're carbonated. If anything, they're spiky. If that makes, does that make I don't think that makes sense. I mean, but sodas are so carbonated and they tingle your throat and like feel funny. So why do we call them soft drinks if they're not soft? This is the real questions. This is how you get the answers to life. I don't know why we would need these kind of answers to life, but we need them. I always forget the wing mirrors. The bonnet? What is the bonnet? Huh? Windscreen. I don't know what a bonnet is. I thought that was a thing you put on a child. I wonder what the language. Oh, I did it. I wonder what the language for this is, or like where this game was made, because I also don't normally call it a boot. I'm pretty sure we normally call it a trunk. But again, standing on the car. Probably not the best choice, but it got the job done. What is that? Alright. Back to my conversation about weirdly named items. That was also strangely on topic for the game. But this thing is so thin. Oh, it's got so much rust. I don't... Also, like, ponytail holders. Some people call them hair ties. Some people... I don't know any other names for them, actually. But, like... I've seen them called both. I always called them ponytail holders. Maybe that's just because that's what my mom called them. But I don't know. Oh dang, I'm out of liquid. I'm out of cleaning liquid. Oops. There's always weird things that for some reason get multiple different names. And I'm not even talking like different names for like versus like people versus the US, and no, they get different names in the US too. It's like why can't we all just stick to one name for something? I thought this job would be so easy. I don't know what I don't know if you guys have any other things that you call by different names versus everyone else. But I know one of the biggest debates has like always been like soda, pop, or Coke. What do you call it? There's also those random debates about like cereal or milk first. I've always found it funny to see what the internet chooses to latch onto and be like, yes, this is the thing we need to debate and argue over. Or do you like pineapples on your pizza? It's fun stuff. I will also say, pineapples on pizza, that got a bad rap for no reason. There was some people hating on that idea before they even tried it. Now, I don't think pineapples go on every type of pizza, but that's just how toppings work. Some go better with others. Oh, I hate this thing. This thing is so skinny. It's so hard to clean. What am I even missing? I feel like I'm cleaning wires. Handlebars. Pedals. I'm still missing the pedals. I hope you guys are enjoying me rambling about the random things that pop into my brain. But I also never understood the fight about milk or cereal first. I mean, honestly, I don't think it matters that much. There's people out here claiming they can taste the difference. I don't think that's a thing. I just always did cereal first because that was my process. I found it easier to be able to tell how much milk you were gonna need. I also... what was that? That was a weird sound. Do any of you guys have a strong stance on milk or cereal first? There we go. I always do like to hear why. You know what? I'm turning into a teacher. Give me your argumentative essays over why milk or cereal first. This is now homework. You guys thought you were safe. Thought you were safe on Twitch. That was the wrong nozzle. I don't want that one. I want that one. To get started, look at all this dirt. Oh, and there's rust. Stop with the rust. I want to boycott rust. How dare they do this to me? This is a really big... I want one of these types of RVs though. They're cool looking. I want to be able to own one and paint it fun colors. There's a few really random things I want to own in life. Like, let me tell you guys, if I ever win the lottery, one of the first things I'm gonna get is a tortoise. And I am going, or also I guess a house with a good backyard. So I can make a little area in the backyard for it. Like, I'm gonna give my tortoise its own portion of the backyard. It's gonna have its own little pond and a little shed it can go in and out of for whenever it's cold. And it's gonna get the best food, and I'm gonna take it on walks if it wants to, or we can just sunbathe together and relax. I want a tortoise. That's gonna tell me I've made it in life whenever I can have my own tortoise. I don't need the fancy cars. I don't need a huge house. I just want a house that has a big enough backyard that I can have a tortoise. And then I gotta come up with a plan for it whenever I die. Because it will outlive me. Because tortoises have insanely long lifespans. It can depend on what tortoise you get, but they usually, pretty much all of them, will outlive you. Whee, there we go. I don't even know what else I would do if I won the lottery. I mean, obviously the basic answers of like donate money and retire and all that. I don't even know if I'd retire. I feel like it'd be weird not having a job at this point. I'm just like so used to working. I mean, at that point it wouldn't matter about what I'm getting paid, so I could just work wherever and do whatever. But I like to have weird little plans for if I ever do something like, I don't know, win the lottery. Because everyone's got to be ready for whenever they magically win the lottery without even playing. Because that's what happens in life, right? I would also potentially open a bakery. I've always kind of wanted to open a bakery. I do enjoy the baking. The baking thing. But yeah, a tortoise and a bakery. That's my plan. And then like donating, making sure my family's comfortable, helping out my friends, things like that. But most people think of that whenever they win the lottery. I want to be unique. It also kind of depends on which lottery you win, because not every lottery is going to obviously give you enough money to do all your dreams, especially with how expensive things are nowadays. Back in my day, these things weren't so expensive. It's always the best when you have a chance to say back in my day. Can I climb this ladder? Yes, I can. Why did I waste money on equipment? Just be an expert at parkour. And then boom, you don't even need the equipment. Also, if I had like endless money, I would want to do something crazy like write a book. Because then I would have more time on my hands and I could just do whatever I wanted. You wanna sit down and write a book? Write a book. You wanna eat cotton candy? Eat cotton candy. You got this. You do you. I don't know why why my two options were write a book or eat cotton candy. Those are the two things in life that people think they can't do, apparently. I also really, really want to go horseback riding. But I don't know if I have the energy to keep up with taking care of a horse. If that makes sense. Because horses are a lot of work. And I won't get an animal if I don't feel like I can take care of it. Controversial opinion, but I feel like animals should be cared for. You shouldn't get them if you're not ready for them. But I would enjoy being able to be near an area with. Right now I'm just playing on my own. Just chilling and chatting. But yeah, I've always said this, there's a few animals I enjoy hanging out with, but I don't think I would ever want to actually own. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if most of what I've said today makes sense. I feel like I've just kind of been going on. Doing I'm just cleaning. I'm cleaning out my brain as well. Cleaning out the random shower thoughts I have. That's what it is. Alright, it's turbo time. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, the few animals, so I keep coming back to this topic. So like, horses are one of the animals that I enjoy, I would be around, I would even help take care of them, but I don't think I would actually own my own. I call this wanting to be an aunt of like the animals. So like I'll be a horse aunt. I'll come around, I'll help every now and then, but I don't want the full responsibility of taking care of it. Also, birds. I love birds. I think they're really cute. I think they're really neat. Do I think I could ever actually own and live with one? No. I really don't. And I'll enjoy being around them for like a short period of time. But once I'm done, I want to be done. I don't want to have to clean up bird poop and hear it scream at the top of its lungs. I mean, I avoid toddlers for a reason. I don't want to invite a feathered toddler into my house. But yeah, I'll be a bird aunt. I'll enjoy it for a period of time. I'll maybe even babysit the bird. But will I actually own one? No. And I'll admit that, and I will not go get one. I will admire from afar. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by and listening to my random rambles. Random rambles with Eden. We're all here for the random rambles. That's the best part of Power Washer, though. You can just sit down, and if you want to just ramble on about how you'll be a bird ant, then you can. Because that's a normal topic of conversation that everyone has. That's also why I will sometimes enjoy playing this with friends, because it's really funny to just throw out a random topic of conversation and then have them join. There we go. We're getting through the van. I think, honestly, depending how long this van takes us to get through, it might be our last one of the day. Here we go. I did not expect for most of our jobs today to be cars. Not all of our jobs today were vehicles of some kind. Even though one was technically a bike, that's still a vehicle that people use to get around. So boom. It was like the oldest bike I've ever seen, but it still counts. Oh my gosh, it's so clean. How magical. I feel like that's one of the best parts of this game, is whenever you get the really big spots and you're starting to see a lot of progress. And then the end of the game, obviously, is really nice as well. Getting to see a whole time lapse of all your work is very cool, very neat. I feel like every game, if it's gonna be satisfying and make you do work, it needs to have that feature. It needs to have some way for you to see what you did. Because then how can you enjoy it as much if you can't rewatch it? And it's just lost forever. Maybe that's why I enjoy watching Minecraft building through time lapses so much. It's just so fun to see things come together. Oh my gosh, it's getting clean. We're almost ready to get back on the ground. I don't know how the heck I'm balancing like this. I feel like gravity is a bit weird in here. In this game. In this world. In this universe. But that's alright, we forgive it. It can be a little funny sometimes. And I mean, it's not like the power washing is super realistic, so why does any of it need to be realistic? It's just gotta be satisfying and fun to play. Which I would say it's very fun to play. I'm also kind of getting hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna eat after this stream. You know what I've randomly really wanted? Two things, actually, that I've really been craving out of nowhere, and not even things I normally crave. I really want this, like, tomato basil sandwich that they sell at Starbucks, or tomato pesto basil something, or I don't know, it's something like that. I'll know it whenever I see it. I want that for some reason, and I also really want a margarita pizza. I don't know if you guys have ever had a margarita pizza, but it is surprisingly good. It looks a little weird, but it's really good. It has like chunks of tomato instead of like tomato sauce, and it has like basil, balsamic vinegar. I don't remember what else. And I'm sure every place will make it slightly differently. But I just really want a margarita pizza. Oh, this grill is gonna be a pain in the butt to clean. Gotta get all up in there. It's like looking up someone's nose, which is not something I do. Why was that my description for this? That was a weird way to describe it, but it still makes sense in my brain, so I'm going with it. Okay, what the heck? Oh, all of this is included as like the grill. Okay, cool. We're getting it. We're doing it. Yay! It's done. But yeah, I've been really craving those two things. What's funny is both of them are pretty tomato based, and I'm not normally crazy about tomatoes. I obviously will eat a lot of things with tomatoes in it, but like tomatoes themselves, usually, especially like big chunks, I don't normally enjoy very much. But every now and then my brain will get this random craving for things. And so now I really want tomato based stuff. I'm also just hungry, so a lot of things sound good. Ooh, I also want some Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which that's a lot easier to do because I have that in my house right now. So I can just do that instead of having to go out and get stuff. Those are also some of my favorite snacks for like road trips, which I'm about to go on a road trip. And I honestly am not picky whenever I'm on a road trip and it comes to like snacks. Obviously, road trip snacks need to be pretty easy to eat if you're the driver. Well, and technically if you're just riding in the car too, you don't exactly have not exactly easy to eat in the car. So ooh, there we go. Chips are a very big go-to. Like I said, I enjoy Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but I also enjoy like some sweeter things to go with those as well. But usually something that's gonna keep me busy for a little bit. So something like Twizzlers, because you have to chew on that for a little bit. It keeps me busy. Because I feel like a good chunk of eating on road trips is also because you're bored. I don't know about you guys, but that's at least why I normally eat on road trips. I enjoy like Twizzlers. I don't know, what kind of road trip snacks do you guys enjoy? I didn't, thinking about it, I do buy Twizzlers a lot whenever I'm on road trips. I feel like that's the main point whenever I eat them. I'm not even really crazy about their flavor. I enjoy them, but it's not like my absolute favorite. But they're better on road trips. Something about them, it's just better whenever you're in a car for multiple hours. Or however long your road trip is. This van was so dirty. That's another thing whenever I have a lot of money, if I ever have a lot of money. I want to go on a long road trip in a van. So instead of having to like get hotels and stuff, you can just find campsites and stop wherever you want. Which you can also do with a tent, but a tent after a while it can get hard on your body and your back and all that. So I feel like it's kind of nice if you're gonna do like a long-term trip. You do something like a little RV, a little driving RV. It'd be so fun. Who wants to go on a long road trip with me? Let's go. I'm talking, let's go like 3 or so weeks, just everywhere, hit everything. Go visit everywhere, go coast to coast. We're gonna be like those bands and tour across the US. It's gonna be great. And not at all exhausting. I really do like traveling. It's just, it is very tiring. And I also like having the reliability of just being at home. The schedule, knowing what everything's like. It's like trying new food. I enjoy trying new food, I enjoy trying new things, but also sometimes I just want my basic food. Give me my basic french fries from McDonald's. Because for some reason, most of the time whenever I'm craving french fries, it's like specifically McDonald's french fries. And if I'm craving McDonald's french fries, then there is no buying other french fries and fixing the craving. No, it is, you have to get McDonald's French fries. And I don't know what they've done to their French fries to make that a thing, but it's a thing. There we go. This van's taking a little bit, but we're getting it done. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh my gosh, that was nice. That was so nice. Getting all that at once. Wait, what am I missing? Okay, there we go. I can't wait to see this time lapse. This is gonna be a good one. Or at least it better be. Some of the angles for the time lapses on this game are not the best, I'll be honest. Oh gosh. The whole bottom of this. I didn't even know this was a thing. Hang on. This needs that. Yeah. I didn't even hit this with the first run over with the nozzle. I am very glad that this game makes such a boring task seems so fun. Okay, now we can go back to this one, the 0 degree. No, I was on turbo. Turbo. There we go. I don't know which I should be using, if there's really a difference, but I think turbo's better. So, we will keep using it. And it's getting the job done. Oh, yes, there we go, there we go. Oh, the exhaust is different. What am I missing? I can't get any lower. How do I? Okay, there we go. There's always one speck of like invisible dirt. I've said this earlier, but it wants to be picky about that one speck of dirt. And you're just like, what do you want from me? That's whenever I just like respray the whole thing like 3 or 4 times. And eventually it's like, okay, alright, you tried. A for effort. I'm very good at A for efforts. I tried my best. That counts for something, right? Also, just being patient. I'll get through it eventually. Eventually I'll make some progress. It's not even being patient with the game, it's being patient with myself. Because I know I do things so inefficiently. There we go. Okay, there we go. This bumper is gonna be the death of me. I just know it. Gonna be one of those things with 3 specks of dirt that you can't even see. The game will be like, but, you didn't clean. I'm like, yes, I did. I very much did. It's also really funny because whenever I do get the energy to clean in real life, it's often at the weirdest times. I'll be like having got out of the shower or something and about to be ready for bed, and then as I'm like 2 steps away from my bed, I'll all of a sudden be like, you know what I should do right now? I should vacuum. And I'm like, no. The other people in the house would not appreciate that. If I lived on my own, I probably would. I would just clean at really weird times. But I do live with other people, so probably vacuuming at like 11 at night is not the best choice. Especially when some of those other people have to be up early in the morning. But it's alright. We make it. Sometimes I'll also get motivation to clean at normal hours of the day. It just seems like most of the motivation comes at like 11 at night. And I'm like, why? Why like this? But also I just like don't enjoy cleaning, so I try and procrastinate it as much as possible. Which is probably not a good thing. But that's alright. It gets done eventually. Whee! Just like this camper, it'll get done eventually. Oh yeah. It's all clean. Oh my gosh, look at it go. This is amazing. Have I cleaned these lights? Let me up. Let me up. I'm so graceful. Okay, cool. Look how graceful I am. Okay. It doesn't look... Oh, I do think one of them wasn't done. Oh well, we'll come back to that eventually. Let's get this side for now. There we go. I really want cookies as well. I'm just gonna tell you guys all the weird cravings that pop into my brain. If I'm gonna be hungry, I'm gonna make you guys hungry with me. Although, most of the time, whenever I get cravings for stuff, it's not in the house, and I don't want to leave the house. And then by the time it is in the house, I don't want that thing anymore. It's a cycle. I never know whenever I actually like want that thing, because sometimes I'll even get whatever I'm craving I'll get it in front of me, and then I'll be like, you know what? This actually isn't that good. Why am I eating this? Why did I want this? But then I still eat it. Because it's still good in some way. Look at it go. Look how clean it is. 98%. Okay. Cool. This little camper also has a lot of storage. Like, it's got a lot of little outdoor things. Seems nice. I also just really like tasks or little hobbies that I can shut my brain off. Which I guess probably is not ideal for streaming. I probably shouldn't stream this because eventually if I'm not chatting, my brain does just like turn off. And I will just zone out. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I've been sitting here for 4 hours. So I'm glad I don't think I've done that on this stream. Unless I really just zoned out so hard I didn't even realize I zoned out. Which is also a probability. And could very much happen. Whee! What am I missing? Please tell me. Let me get the last specks of dust. There we go. These stupid wing mirrors. Which also, I didn't know that's what these were called as well. I just called them like rear view mirrors. But I guess that makes sense because they're not really seeing the back. They're seeing the sides. And they stick out like little wings. That title makes sense for them. I just didn't think about it. And whenever I went to like driving classes, they were just like, oh, check all your mirrors. I was like, alright, cool. They didn't ever actually like call them by names. So I just named them on my own. I was such a proud parent. Here we go, got that window. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, cool. I'm just missing a few specks on this body. What am I missing? There we go, there we go. Okay, I know I missed some of the lights back here. Let me up, thank you. No, I slipped. Slippery when wet. Oh, we got it. Is this one clean? I can't tell. It's not appearing over in my little progress bar. Oh, got that one. Oh, got that one. Okay, that's all clean. What else am I missing? Pretty sure I got those. The tire! It's always the stinking tires. Okay, we got the tire. What else am I missing? Did I get everything down here? Oh, I saw something. What'd I miss? Huh, I don't know where it went. I hate whenever I see the little progress bar go up so slightly, but it just like I glanced over something. It's like you'll never see it again. No, what the heck am I missing? Oh, that tire. I didn't get you. Okay, there we go. Indicators. Are those the indicators? Those are the indicators. I'm sorry, I missed 2 specks of dirt. Wait, is this not the other indicator? Okay. Windscreen wiper. Okay, we got that. Wing mirror. It's always a wing mirror. Oh, you. Okay, what am I missing about this indicator? Intense cleaning. Intense music. Okay, is it one of you? No, you're just headlights. Are there any other? Oh, there's some more over here. I can't get the progress bar to pop up on these, they're too small. Okay, there we go. Alright, now the fun part. Eee, look at it, look at it. Super clean. Boom. Boom. We did it. We did our jobs. Next we can do a helicopter. But oh my gosh. Everything's so clean. We're cleaning up the world. But that is where we're gonna stop cleaning. I've done my chores. I'm so good. Now I get to go have a treat. Now I'm gonna go eat me some snacks because apparently I'm really hungry. But thank you all for joining and stopping by. I hope you enjoyed my random little rambles. And I had fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I will hopefully see you guys next time.